This is Rajkumar Pal, and today I am going to share something very unique and very important thing that I have learned and applied today itself. Because everything, lot of thing we know, but we are very poor in implication or the application in the real life. So, as per the schedules, I have been through the traveling for more than 12 to 13 hours, and for some few staying at my cousin's home and returning back. And so as soon as I reach to the railway stations, and I have two options, because from there I have to take a different route or the different vehicle. So I have a two option, and with all kind of similar situation or similar results when it's come to reaching to my destinations or reaching to my home, including with my all kids and my wife and everything is together. So I opted for the bus. I have looked at it. I went to the bus stand. I have get some queries, some get research, search on the Google everything, and I map it out that there is a almost 2 hours. There's a 2 hours of traveling still remaining to reach to my home. At the same time, what happen is that on the same time, if I choose to go by train, but it will take 1 hour to reach there. So still I have a 1 hour to left. And cost wise, obviously the train is little bit cheaper than the bus. And then I asked for my family members and kids, sir, what we should to choose, or we should go either by the bus or we should go with the train. And little bit I am also confusion. Why? Because whenever the times when we have to wait, or we have to wait for not a minute, but when it's come to hour, or when it's come to more than a 1 hour, it will become very frustrating, which is imitating and something very weird. So our brain and our mind is going crazy, like, oh my god, we have to wait this much time, I can do something for that. Or little it is feeling of boring, or boredness is filling my brain and mind to the level that I can't get through that. And ultimately, I think that let's I tried mental model, because day before yesterday I have learned something about mental model. Because when it's come to mental models, it is a tool for our thought process or our thinking. Because for everything we use the day to day life various tools, like we use we like a screwdriver for electrical works, or we use computer for our digital work, software for doing automation work, or electronic communications. There is everything, there is everywhere, whenever any task or the process which gives or the output or make us our work easy, there the the work the stuff is working behind that is a sophisticated tool. In the same way, mental model is always it's also a tool where we can shape our thought process, or we can think through clarity. When we are confused, we can think more clearer than overwhelming, or the when we feel uncertain or the confused or the lot of commitments, or our attention is divided in a lot of directions. So, and it will give the first time the term coin or the mental emoji described by the Charlie Munger, and who was the business partner of the Warren Buffett, and he was the good investor in the world, and he was the top notch richest people in the world for last 10 years, or so many of times. So he was not in a time limelight, but when he given a speech at the one in one of the conference where he described all the mental models, and it went or through the roof how it works, and everything is comes along with it, and there is a lot of research going behind that. So one of the key things what I have learned is that we all know that there is a uh, Heisenhower's matrix of when it's come to prioritization, because it is given during the World War II by the Heisenhower uh, person, and he was later become the president of America. and he created the system where we can, because when we have to commit, if we have to follow through the lot of commitment, and our attention is demanding attention is a different altogether life in a different manner, then how can we choose, how can we select, how can we take a decision so that our outcome or our goal is get accomplished without any overwhelm or without any exaggeration. So during my travel, I I choose I thinking that whether I have to go for by the bus or by the train, and there is a 2 hours of waiting. If I go by the train, then I have to wait for the 2 hours, and ultimately reaching time is the same day, at the same time where my bus is going to reach. And if I didn't wait and I'm go directly to the bus, then there is no, I can eliminate the waiting time and frustration and everything. But the time is taken by the bus, it's almost is the same, by which is equal to the reaching time of the train. So let us, I thought that let us try this prioritization matrix, whether it is where, even I can check on that, I can take a decision on that, yes or no. So there is no any, there is a four quadrant where he described that on the basic of the important and urgency. So I thought that there is no, I have no not urgency over there, I have no urgent over there, but though it is very important to me to reach out at the time, because post reaching to my home, after after 2 hours of time, I have to go to my duty, and there is a one stake is on my head, is that I have to make a video, because there is no chance I cannot uh, go without making video, because there is a stake and there is a challenge is going on. So all these things I have measured down during that on the railway station itself, and I come to conclusion that I cannot eliminate something, I cannot delegate to somewhere or outsource something. I have to dwell in between the two, that is the urgent and important. So I figured out that what is the important for me once I reached my home. So there is only the three tasks, that is my making video, going live video and uploading it, and rest of the thing is will be mentioning some of the planning for the tomorrow itself. So it can be easily doable in the 1.5 hours, and along with that there is my one of the online class is there from 7 to 9. So same thing has to be also covered during that time. So this is how I applied mental model or Heisenhower's matrix when it's come to taking decision based on the urgency and important thing. So one thing is that I would also like to share is that whenever what motivate us to take action or to act on the spontaneousness or on our demand or the commitment. So unless if we operating from the same ideology what we are operating from since our whole uh, life experience, then sometimes it's become not a good way to move on, because if you have a different perspective, you have different mental models or the different aspect of the world view or the handling the situation or dealing the situation or taking decisions or marking up or the managing the situation, then we have to cultivate or develop some kind of tool which will help enhance our thinking process, thought process, to move in a direction where it can be give us easiness or simplification or less overwhelmness, less stress, and less burden on our mind and brain, so that we can work easily and do the things in a very effective and efficient manner with a lot sense of calmness and contentness. So that's all about it, and I'm ready to fire again for tomorrow again, and I make my challenge no matter what the timing is, even though there is a lot of things going behind me and I'm very in a hurry up manner. But if there is a stake, if we are committed, and if you use your thinking process using specific tool or the following some framework, then it is going to help you for sure. Thanks.